I'll never forget the day I learned how to wear a smile, like a mask. It was a Monday morning in October. The sky was gray, and the air smelled like rain and old leaves. I was standing in front of the bathroom mirror, staring at my own face. My eyes looked tired, empty, but I practiced. I pulled the corners of my mouth up, just a little, not too much, not too fake, just enough. Just enough so that when I walked into the kitchen, my mother wouldn't ask, "Are you okay?" Because if she asked, I might have told the truth. And honestly, I wasn't ready for that. My name is Leo. I'm 23 years old, and I work in a small marketing company in the city. From the outside, my life probably looks normal. I wake up, I go to work, I smile, I laugh at jokes. And I say things like, "I'm fine," and "no worries," more times than I can count. But inside I feel like I'm slowly disappearing. It started a few years ago, when I moved to this city alone. I had big dreams back then. I thought I'd make friends, find my place, maybe even fall in love. But the city was bigger than I imagined, and much louder. And I was quieter than I remembered. I think the loneliness really began in the small moments, like when I'd come home after work to my small apartment, unlock the door, and hear nothing. No music, no voices, not even a cat. Just silence. That kind of silence that doesn't feel peaceful. It feels heavy. Some days, I wouldn't speak to anyone after 5 p.m. Not a single word. Until the next morning when I'd say, "Good morning" to the barista at the coffee shop. And even that felt empty. At work, I became very good at pretending. I learned that if you say, "I'm just tired," in the right tone, people stop asking questions. I learned that if you smile at the right moment, no one looks too closely at your eyes. The truth is, I didn't want them to look. I was afraid of what they might see. My desk at work is near the window. Sometimes I'd look outside and watch people walking on the street below, laughing, talking, holding hands. And I'd wonder, why is it so easy for them? Why does connection come so naturally to everyone else? But for me it feels like a language I never learned. One day, maybe the worst day, I was sitting in the break room eating lunch alone. Again, I was scrolling through my phone, looking at photos of old friends from university. They all seemed so happy, so far away. Then Sarah, one of my coworkers, walked in. She's kind, always smiling. "Hey, Leo. You okay? You look a bit lost," she said softly. I looked up. For 1 second. Just one. I wanted to say, "No. Actually, I'm not okay. I feel invisible. I'm exhausted from pretending. And I don't know how much longer I can do this." But instead, I put on the smile. The same one I practiced in the mirror. "Yeah. Just tired. Busy weekend," I said. She smiled back. But I noticed something in her eyes. Maybe she knew. Maybe she didn't. But either way, she nodded and walked away. And I sat there, staring at my sandwich, feeling like I'd just missed a door that was briefly open. That night, I walked home in the rain. I didn't have an umbrella. I didn't care. The rain felt real. More real than my smiles. And when I got inside my apartment, I didn't turn on the lights. I just sat on the floor in the dark, listening to the rain tap against the window. And for the first time in weeks, I let myself cry. Not loud crying. Not dramatic. Just quiet tears rolling down my cheeks while I hugged my knees. I felt broken, but also a little bit true, like the mask had slipped off. And even though it hurt, it was also a kind of relief. The next morning, something small but important happened. I was at the coffee shop, waiting for my drink. The barista, a young woman named Mia, handed me my cup. She always wrote little notes on them. Things like, "Have a great day," or "You got this." But this time, the note was different. It said, "It's okay to not be okay." I stared at those words for a long time. 6 words, written in black marker on a paper cup. But they hit me deeply. I looked up at Mia. She wasn't looking at me. She was busy making another coffee. But something in my chest shifted. I took my cup and walked to work. But I didn't throw it away after I finished drinking. I kept it on my desk all day. Every time I felt the mask coming back, I looked at it. It's okay to not be okay. A few days later, Sarah sat next to me during lunch. No one else was there. She didn't ask if I was okay this time. She just Saturday. And after a while she said, "You know, I used to cry in the office bathroom. Every day. For almost a year. I never told anyone." I turned to look at her. She was looking down at her hands. "Why are you telling me this?" I asked quietly. "Because I see you, Leo," she said. "I see the same tired eyes I used to have. And I want you to know. You don't have to pretend with me." Silence. The kind of silence that is not heavy, but soft, gentle, like a door opening slowly. I didn't say much that day, but I didn't put the mask on either. And Sarah didn't ask me to. She just stayed there, eating her lunch next to me. And for the first time in a very long time, I didn't feel completely invisible. Healing doesn't happen in one big moment. It's not like in the movies, where the sad music plays and everything is fixed. In real life, healing is slow. It's messy. It's small conversations, small truths, and tiny acts of courage. I still have hard days. I still feel lonely sometimes. But now, I don't always hide it. I call my mother more. I tell her, "Today was hard." And she doesn't try to fix it. She just listens. I go for walks with Sarah after work sometimes. And we don't even talk much. We just walk together in the quiet. And that little coffee cup, I still have it. It's faded now, but the words are still there. It's okay to not be okay. The truth I've learned, the truth I want to share with you, is this. You don't have to pretend to be happy every day. You don't have to carry your pain alone. Being human is not about being perfect. It's about being real. And sometimes, being real means letting someone see you without the mask. So if you're listening to this, and you're tired of pretending, please know, you are not alone. There are people who will see you, really see you, if you let them. And maybe, just maybe, the bravest thing you can do is not smile when you don't feel like it, but to let someone see the real you, even if your voice shakes, even if your eyes are full of tears. Let someone in, because in the end, connection is the only thing that truly heals, and it starts With one honest moment. With one quiet truth. With one person who says, "Me too." So if today feels heavy, just take a breath. Look at yourself in the mirror. And know that you don't need a mask to be loved. You don't need a smile to be worthy. You just need to be you. And that is enough. Therefore, that's all for today. See you in the next lesson. Take care. Bye.